Okay, so hi everybody. I've got a Tech Airam here, which I've had, and I refurbish every so often and clean it out. I've took the dust tray out and everything, and the filters. They're very easy to clean. I've just put them in the bath and wash them out in the shower. You can do it in the sink. Use anything really, fairy liquid or anything like that, and some water, and just clean them out. And they're drying at the moment in front of the fire. So what I'm going to do is just show you basically why sometimes these Tech Airams slow down and don't work efficiently. So I'll just turn this the other way around for you. And what I'm going to do, as you can see here, so you've got a lot of hair that's got stuck in there, and what happens there is it gets caught and it does slow the machine down, and it just put pressure on the motor itself. So if you can just look closely here, there's a little kind of line there. Which is quite deep really. So what you could do there is cut all the hair off, and that's what that is there for really, so you can cut it. So look at all that hair that's got caught in there, just cause it to not be as efficient as it's supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that there for you, so you can see exactly what I'm going to do. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll do the bottom one first to show you, because it's easier from this position. So basically all I have to do is get a blade like this and cut down there like that, and see how the hair comes off. It pulls off easy. So what I am going to do first though is take off, as you can see here, the screws either side. I've started to take one off already. I'm going to unscrew those, and then what will happen is the end bits there will come off that hold the brush on. So I'm just going to take those off now. You only need a Phillips screwdriver for these. On the other parts of the Tech Airam, you do need the star-shaped screwdriver head, which are easy to get hold of. Your local DIY store, or if you've got your drill bit set, there should be a few in there. But you cannot attempt to get them out with a normal headed screwdriver, because they just won't come off. And then you'll end up getting them stuck because you've ruined the head of the screw. So anyway, I'll just show you this. So there's a long screw here. The longest screw is at the back here, and you've got the short screw, which is at the front. So if we just take these off like this, they do take quite a while to come off. You see my dog over there, he's under that blanket. And probably you'll hear him bark in a minute when somebody goes past. He's a little chihuahua. Jasper! You don't mind involving my dog, do you? Anyway, so I'll put those down there. So this then should come off nice and easy. So I'll just show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lever it off a little bit. It should come off easily. I'll just put you down a second. There you go. Okay. It's not great, is it, if you're not a professional and you haven't got a proper video camera to do this, but I'm using my phone. There you go. So that's what comes off there. So that looks fine. There's no hair or anything that's ruined on that. So take that off and give that a bit of a clean in a minute. So as you can see, this just pops out like that. Look at all that hair. So I mean, you can clean it with the end not coming off, but as you can see, if you don't take it off, you have all of that stuck in there. Look at that. So if you just pull all that off, obviously this is not one of your hoovers. Look at that. that's been stopping it from going round. And it can actually ruin the bearings and everything inside. And the metal rod there, you know, will stop spinning properly and then put pressure on the motor. So this is why it's so important to look after your vacuums, your hoovers, because if you don't, you'll end up chucking it away, and that's like, you know, £150 worth, £200 worth of hoover or whatever. And actually all you have to do probably every week, every 2 weeks, something like that, just give it a clean, just take it apart, give it a clean. Or if you're not comfortable doing it, take it to somebody's refurb guy or woman, and get them to look at it for you, like me. So, so what I'm going to do now is going to take all this off. So it's quite easy to do. So let me just show you. I'm not going to show you exactly what I'm going to do, because I mean you can do that yourself. So all you have to do obviously is unscrew those exactly like I've done there, and you pop them back on. It's dead easy to do. As long as you remember, the front screw is a tiny screw, and the back here, there's a really long screw, and you won't get them mixed up because you won't be able to put the other screw in. So, and then so all I'm going to do is give that a clean. I mean, you can get a toothbrush, you can get some tweezers, and you can get some wipes. Clean it all up, and basically what I'm going to do now, I'll show you. So all I'm going to do here, I don't know if you can see very well, is there's a little crevice there, and you put the blade in the line there and cut the hair, and it will all come off like that. It's dead easy to do. I'm sure loads of people do this all the time with their hoovers, but they just don't take them apart. So that's all you have to do. And then you can also, with these, you can give them a good clean. If you can see as well in here, right there, you need to get in there as well, so it spins without any problem at all when you put it back on. And this will save you so much money. I mean, if you go on eBay, you can get the proper Tech Airam parts, and when you do, make sure you put the right model number in, which is here, just there like that. So this one's the AR2, the Airam, the Tech Airam, and it's a 22.2 volts. So when you do get your parts, you know, make sure you get the right ones. I mean, there is some cheaper parts you can get from China, and they, you know, they do the job, but make sure you've got the right one. Look at the number, for the serial number there, you know, and obviously your model number and all that. Make sure you get all that right, because sometimes if you don't and you think, oh, that might be the one, you get the brushes are too big to go into there, and they're not as good as you know, the ones that probably should fit properly. You can also go to Tech as well and get the proper parts as well. They're brilliant, and then you just keep looking after it. What I also do is there's your battery pack there. Well, the space where the battery pack goes, it's actually on charge at the minute. So you can buy extra battery packs as well. Now, they go from, on eBay, if somebody's refurbished one, or there's one that somebody's just selling because they're selling parts to a Tech Airam, they can go from anything from sometimes, you know, £12, £15 up into about £25. I wouldn't spend any more than that on a battery. But, you know, also go to Tech Airam as well, and there's also parts centres you can get them from online, and just make sure you've got the right serial number for your machine. Also, with the Tech Airams, I've got to say they are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They're lightweight, and in here, when you've got the little the dust box and everything in there, which actually I'm cleaning at the moment, like I said. You know, when you do empty when you've done your hoovering, which actually is a nice experience to hoover with these because they're light. And I know with these older models, they haven't got a brush with them and stuff like that, so you can get into crevices. But this is a brilliant setup, because when this goes right against a wall or a cupboard or anything like that, it's got a fantastic suction technology, and it does suck from the sides. So I think they're brilliant on hard floor as well, and on carpet. Now, if you're using it on hard floor and wooden floor, I suggest, because if you've got a really expensive laminate or an expensive wooden floor, that you make sure that you do service them underneath and you clean them and make sure the screws are tight, because if you don't, things can drop, screws can scratch, you know, you don't want to be ruining your floors. But they are a brilliant vacuum. They really are. And actually, since I've been refurbing them and doing them, I've learned such a lot about them, and I can't wait to do the newer ones as well. But they're great. And I have to say, if you've got a bad back like I have at the moment, they are brilliant and light. And also, if you do want to do your stairs as well, because of the way, let me just show you this, the way they move and swivel. I'll just show you this. You know, they swivel fantastically. They've got this lovely action here where you can actually get right under things. Sofas and stuff, if you've got a high sofa, and sideboards and stuff like that, and chairs and stuff, but it swivels. So actually, if you do want to do your stairs, and they're very light to do that, so I would recommend them. And I would say to anybody, if you're going to have one, don't just have it and not service it or clean it yourself, because what's the point in having it? They're a lot of money, and you may as well just get a cheap Hoover if you're not going to service it or look after it. And they're dead easy to do. It really is. They're simple. Other than the Dysons, I mean, the Dysons, I don't like Dysons. I never liked Dysons at all. Sharks are one of my favourites. They are brilliant. But the Tech Airams are my favourite, my number one, and I would recommend them to anybody. And the newer models, you can also get a hand vacuum with it as well, and all the parts to it. So they are really a good Hoover to get. And like I say, just look after them. So that's it. I'm just trying to think of anything else really. So if I could just show you here, every part on this you can buy, and even this comes apart. You know, this handle, this, if you just unscrew the screws here, this pops out. This handle you can get part of as well. You can get all parts for it online, but just be careful, you know, like I say, that you get the right model number, serial number for your machine. So there you go. I've got another one down here, which I'm actually gonna see. This comes off here, but I'm going to clean that up and reassemble that. So this is the motor. I just want to show you the motor, because a lot of people get confused and think that is the motor for the newer model, but actually this actually sits just in there, as you can see. So this one I'm going to put into mine here, because I just want to see what it's like, and then take it out and then put it into another machine. So there you go. Good luck and happy hoovering. I mean, I never thought I'd be really excited about hoovers, but I actually am, because the Tech Airams. I know it sounds crazy, but when I first saw the advert for the Tech Airam and that guy was doing it, I thought, oh, here we go. And actually, they are brilliant and they are worth their money. So, yeah. Good luck. Take care. Bye.